after yesterday's video, there are many people who were asking, where will I find the tax which I'm paying to the Italian government in my Busta paga? There are many people who don't know this. I made this similar video 9 months ago where you cannot find the trattanute which you are paying to the Italian government. That is what Prince TV have now come here to now explain to you guys where you cannot find the trattanute, which is the tax you are not paying to the Italian government in your Busta paga. That is what I have come to explain to those people who were asking that question. But first, we say that you guys have to give me the thumbs up of this particular video, because you know what I'm doing here, there is nobody who cannot do it. But most times you get people like say they don't get the patience to not settle down, gather information, and then bringing it to reality. So if you have a brother of yours doing this kind of activity, you have to now do what? To give a thumbs up. It is when you like the video, that is when the host will not get the strength to not get more updates for you guys. So with a due respect, please try to give me the thumbs up of this particular video while I explain to you where you cannot find your trattanute, which is the tax you are paying to the Italian government in your Busta paga. Alright, I will also say shout out to those people following me on my platform, Nigerians, Ghana, Gambia, Senegal, Sierra Leone, and the rest. Much respect to you guys, irrespective of your nationality. Now, going straight to the point without wasting your time. This is what we call Busta paga here in Italy. If you have a contract written for you, then at the end of the month, you should expect what is called Busta paga. Now, on this Busta paga, it comprises of many things which many people don't even understand. First of all, I will keep on explaining to you that in the first page here, you will not find the name of the company, and the down part of it, written your name, your codice fiscale, and the rest. And then before explaining to you where you cannot find the tax which you are paying to the Italian government, let me make it clear to people who are being cheated in their working place. What you have to do is that in the place written the hours which you have done throughout the month, you will see it there. It is written on the Busta paga. But there are people who depend on their boss to now watch the one written on the Busta paga. In most cases, most of the boss, they deduct these hours which you will not know. Now, for you to be able to know the hours which you have worked and then tally with the one on your Busta paga if it is the same thing, is for you to, when you go to work, if you come back, you have to write the hours which you have worked, and then at the end of the month, you calculate everything together and then check the one written in your Busta paga if it is tallied together. If it is not the same, meaning that they have stolen most of your hours not being paid in your Busta paga. So that is a point. Now, going straight to the next part of it, where you have to now know the trattanute which you are paying to the Italian government. If you check on the down part of this Busta paga, there is a place where it is written totale competenza. That totale competenza in English, it simply means the gross profits which you have made throughout the month. You work throughout the month, the money which you have worked so far, hours which you have worked, that is what we call totale competenza. That is the total amount, the gross profits which you have worked so far when they have not minus your tax. Now, if you go down part of it, you will see where it is written totale trattanute. This totale trattanute you are seeing in this particular place, that is not the tax which you have not paid to the Italian government. Sometimes it is written there, you see it 300 euro, 240 euro. It depends on how much they have deducted from you. And mind you that if you have family, you pay less tax. Why you don't, or if you don't have family, if you are not married yet, you pay higher tax. Now, after this trattanute, which is the tax you are paying to the Italian government now, not just only this one, also your boss who employ you is also paying tax to the government, which is not indicated in the Busta paga. Now, for you to know the total tax which you are paying, that of yours and the one of your boss, you can go to Sindacale, GGL, CAF, with your codice fiscale, tell them that you want to know the amount of tax you have paid so far to Italian government. They will print that of your boss and yours as well. You know the total amount of tax which you have paid. This one is just the only one you are paying direct from your money which you are working. That is what is called trattenute. Alright, now going to the down part of it again, you will now see where they wrote the net profit. But before the net profit, there is a little bit money which they do the dot at again, just like 20 cents, 90 cents. That is the third thing you are going to see. Then after that one, you will now go to where you have the net del mese. That is net profit. You know, when you have gross profit, that is the total money which you have made so far. Then when you minus the tax which you have paid now, then you get the net profit direct to your account. That is the money which you are receiving. So the net profit, that is the amount which you have received so far after minusing your tax. So to an extent, those people who are asking how can I know the tax I'm paying to the Italian government, it is where it is written totale trattenute, that is the tax you are paying to the government. And then this particular tax, you are not paying it for free. If eventually you go for disoccupazione, maybe the person lost the job, you cannot apply for disoccupazione, and then the Italian government will now be paying you back most of the tax which you have contributed. So to an extent, there are many people who ask, is it good for me to kind of finish my disoccupazione before I start another work? No, it is not good for you to finish your disoccupazione before you start another work. Immediately, for example, you go for disoccupazione, you start receiving the money, and then eventually you find another work. It is good for you to now go and then stop the disoccupazione and then continue your job. That means that you are now an independent person paying to Italian government, so that anytime, for example, you're able to work 60 something years, you can go for pension. So that is just it. To an extent, Prince TV have come to tell you that you can find the tax which you are paying to Italian government on the place written trattenute. So that is just it. It is a little bit information for people now to now understand about this, that if you check the Busta paga, you see the first place, totale competenza, that is the gross profit. You see the second one, totale trattenute, that is the tax which you have paid to Italian government. Minus this tax from the gross profit, then you get the net profit under where it have to now land in your account. So to an extent, let me still go to this point that if you are working here in Italy, don't think that the money you are receiving in your account as your payment, that is just only what you are making. No, you are also contributing to Italian economy, the Italian government. Then anytime you lost this job, Italian government will now come back again and then contribute to you, giving you back this tax which you have paid already. That is what we call disoccupazione. So if you are working here in Italy, make sure that yes, the Busta paga which your boss is giving to you, or your company or agencia, make sure that there is a place written totale trattenute. Very much important. You have to pay trattenute as someone who is working with a legal contract that states that yes, your codice fiscale is occupied, and then you are paying tax to Italian government. So that is just it. There are many other things here written here, you know, TFR and the rest. I cannot explain everything here. I just explain some parts where you cannot get where you are paying your tax on this particular Busta paga. If you want to understand more, you can take it to CGL, Patronato, and then they will explain more to you to now know about your TFR. So that is just it. A little bit update coming from Prince. If you have not subscribed to this platform, I will like say they watch me every time. I never know what they wait for. Try to subscribe. Me, I do my best to bring out information, what did they happen, so that people go know how things stay they play. So that is just it. If you see these days, I'm making videos which have to be beneficiary for people who are really working here in Italy. So make sure you subscribe to Prince TV. Keep watching Prince TV. Also share my video. Keep your comments. Anything you have to say on my video, try to always keep your comments. It is your comment that will bring topic so that we elaborate it. People will not get to know how things are played. The next time again we be together, I remain your host here on this platform, Prince TV.